Hey there folks, Wrel here, and this is your Auraxium update for December 20, 2015. Lots of fun little reveals happening lately, either through the devs or otherwise, so we're going to talk a little bit about those and make this episode nice and short. First thing is that the leadership update is most likely not happening in December. Roadmap has it slated for this month, but it's that time of year where people usually go home for their holiday breaks, so I wouldn't expect to see too much until January. What we have seen though are some prototypes for the construction system, and it looks like they're making good progress on it. You'll find a couple of videos released by Brian Burness, who is a designer at Daybreak, and it shows off the current iteration of the ant, harvesting materials, the construction process, and there's also an older video that shows what base turrets can do when you rile them up. I'll be sure to link those in the comment section down below. There were also a swath of new cosmetics added to the game, or at least put in the game so that they'll make their way into the store eventually. Binary Coder mined the icons and you'll see infantry helmets including the AVA lineup that Doku made, and you'll also see more max helmets, which is nice. You'll also see a lot of vehicle cosmetics, which includes Faven's new Sigma, Havoc, and Darkstar sets. And they're glorious. They look really good, Empire specific, fits the themes perfectly. We did a video not too long ago about relaunching PlanetSide 2, and if that ever came into being, the marketing should really center around using Faven and Doku's work to represent the new looks of the Empires. Maybe then, people will stop using screenshots from Alpha whenever they try to write reviews about a 3-year-old game. Unfortunately, Bishop said that the full-body cosmetic armors that Faven and Doku put together aren't going to make it in this year, and that was Bishop's New Year's resolution last year, but it definitely seems like they're on the way. And I know that Faven and Doku are working with the art department to try to get these things into the game, which will be amazing when it happens. Last thing I want to share is that recently, the public test server was updated, and Shackle data mined a bunch of data for a bunch of different things, but Sanctuaries are what really stuck out. And a while back, Xanderclaws tweeted a building with a bunch of chairs and tables and such in them, and this didn't really make sense to put into the main game because during Operation Make Game Faster, which was a performance upgrade that happened forever ago, they narrowed down the number of object types that they were using, and they removed anything that didn't seem overly necessary. So throwing tables and chairs back into the main game really wouldn't make sense for performance reasons. But according to Shackle, Sanctuaries are being added, and there are a bunch of different rooms and art assets already attached to them. He mentioned wanting to put a video together to showcase some of these new assets, so I look forward to seeing that when it comes out. In PlanetSide 1, Sanctuaries were essentially safe islands, where no combat would take place. VS had one, NC had one, TR had one, and you could ride a heart shuttle into the combat area from your Sanctuary. In a more recent comment, Higby also talked about wanting to put Sanctuaries into PlanetSide 2 in the form of a space station for VS, underground bunker for NC, and an Area 51-esque zone for TR, so I'm interested to see where they decide to take this concept, because we know next to nothing about it right now, but there are a lot of different ways that you can make use of this sort of feature. That said, if this video has been interesting, helpful, or entertaining, please feel free to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. Also, let me know what kind of interest or lack of interest you have in the construction system, the leadership update, even the potential for a sanctuary-like system, as well as what you'd like to see from them. Thanks very much, folks. We're all signing off.
I'm an engineer. I'll repair you. Enemy gunship in the area.